You guys, it's wedding season and every single person I know is going to a wedding. And lately, I've been noticing a trend of destination weddings. It is a lot.
Yeah, crazy broads getting married that think that they could just, because it's their special fucking day, that they could just throw out these crazy financial obligations to people that are supposed to be their friends and closest to them. I've heard about 2 destination vacation weddings that are costing the people going like $5,000 to $10,000. And then they're like, what should we give them as a gift? How about not telling them to go fuck themselves? That's my present. That's my gift to you.
Wait.
I'm not going to tell you to go fuck yourself.
Per usual,
How about that?
You're getting so ahead of yourself. First of all, the woman has to marry another man or woman in order for it to be 2 to tango. So you can't say...
Trust me, the guys have nothing to do with this shit. The guy is not saying there, oh, and then we want to rent a boat, and then we're going to have, and then we're going to take a jaunt. And then trust me when I'm telling you, the guy is just like, all right, tell me a date and time, and I'll be there, and how many guys can I invite? And the bar is going to be open, correct? That's all the fucking, this is all women, and you girls are fucking crazy, bro. That's not cool to do to people. We just came out of a fucking pandemic. You're telling people, yeah, all right, cool. We're gonna go to Puerto Vallarta. It's gonna be great. And then we're gonna go on a booze cruise. It's gonna be great. It's $17,000 to come here for my wedding. What?
I can't just sit here and let you call women crazy. First of all. Second of all,
that's crazy.
I see another poll coming where I'm gonna ask the dirties, is the destination wedding heavily one person's idea over the other? Because I feel like all the wedding decisions that we made together. You and I didn't have to arm wrestle about anything.
Your memory, bro, we really have to get you checked out. Because your father just died, bro.
No, Daddy.
You were checked out of the wedding planning.
Yes.
Thank God we had Leora. She was amazing. So, I'm useless at that type of shit.
Shout out to
She
Leora.
handled everything.
Okay, so we were a success. Thanksgiving was like, I must have prayed to God, and I think God specifically heard me, maybe my dad, maybe your mom. My prayers were answered in that our Thanksgiving was a success.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. It was definitely good. There were a few...
No, there's absolutely nothing wrong. Our Thanksgiving couldn't have been more perfect.
That's not true. That's not true. There was no leftovers.
I went to Hollywood at the crack of ass and then came back and still got ready exactly at 2:58 p.m.
I do give you a bunch of credit. You normally move at the speed of molasses. Yeah, you need a sundial to keep the time with you.
Maybe.
But
actually, a sundial is hard to keep your time by during the winter because the days are so short.
Yeah, it's glacier. You move like the speed of a glacier. But not that day. You got your ass out of bed. You went and gave out food for the homeless. I'm real proud of you. That's awesome. It wasn't
for homeless people, dumbass.
Oh, no? It was for rich people?
It was not for fucking homeless people.
Who was it for?
It was for people who were not well enough to provide meals.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Hot meals delivered
well,
to
you
their
tell
homes.
them. I don't mean to interrupt you. You tell them.
So shout out to Richard Ayub. He is the guy that puts this whole thing together. He emailed me and asked me if I could show up. And I was like, of course I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, but you've done this before.
Yeah,
I went to a dinner with you
number.
for them. What's the...
Project Angel Food, Los Angeles.
That's the nonprofit.
Project Angel Food, Los Angeles. It's like awesome, but went in the morning and still got back in time to be like pretty on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
for
you look like a
for
knockout.
Me, for my mom. Can I tell you what she told me?
For Sammy's. Listen, Sammy.
Oh my God.
Sammy saved the day on Thanksgiving.
Okay, so I get out of the kitchen. I was chopping up onions at Project Angel Food Hollywood, and I read my phone and I'm catching up on my text messages, and Tommy's like, hey, you need to change the reservation to add Sammy to the reservation. And I was like, done.
You know, something fell through with his family, whatever. He just was kind of stranded. So I asked, as she explained last time, I send out Thanksgiving messages to everybody. I let everybody know that I was grateful for them. I'm thankful for them. He sounded like an orphan a little bit. I could kind of hear it. And listen, we needed it. You know, this was going to be the first time that Darth Vader and I, we were already doing it out in public, just so there were witnesses, just in
Out
case
in
it got
public,
crazy.
you sound like a voyeur or an exhibitionist.
Yeah, no, but
we were doing it in public.
yes,
out there in
totally.
the
I was
public.
banging Vita.
No,
What are you talking about?
You said we're doing it out in the public, and I was
Yeah.
like, it sounds like you're talking about voyeurism, exhibitionism.
Sure, it does. I'm sure that everybody out there is going to think that we were.
So we
you know,
lucked out, and Sammy said he wants to join us.
Yeah, it was very fortuitous. It was like, you know, yes, Sammy,
Of
please
course.
come. Like I said, it was the first time that we had seen, or that I had seen your mother. You had went out with her.
I've
with
seen my
Chance.
mom, but your first time since your scuffle.
Since we had that blow up.
Since
yeah.
your per scuffle,
Yeah, since we had that blow
Per
up. But
couple?
yeah, right away,
mixed scuffle.
he broke the tension, and it was a good night.
He
but again,
broke the tension. No,
well,
my mom-
Shams breaks it
and
all.
Shams broke the ice
Yeah, Shams always
by
breaks the
seeing
ice.
each other's beautiful faces.
Shams always breaks the ice.
And my mom looked like $1 million bill per usual.
Yeah, your mom
How
always
does
looks
she
great.
do it? I just don't know how people do it. I'm just not one of those people.
You looked great too.
I mean, I'm just.
But you
not
didn't
one of
really
those
have any
people.
makeup on, which was
Yeah.
fantastic.
I
you
had
know.
some makeup on though. I just didn't have.
But you didn't get crazy,
my
bro.
mom
Sometimes you
has
come out of that bathroom looking like a
pink
fucking
and
Muppet.
Pale. Okay, let me describe to you guys
Like Ronald McDonald.
what my
What the fuck
mom's
happened to her?
eye makeup was. She had the most pale shade of metallic pink shadow and the most pale shade of yellow metallic eyeshadow you've ever seen. And it was done so artfully. It wasn't like too much. It was no Tammy Faye. She looked like a freaking $1 trillion
Yeah,
girl.
and she had a lot of jewelry on, so that
She had her cute little-
It all worked.
Faux pearls with her faux emerald. Am I throwing her under the bus when I'm saying that it's costume jewelry?
A little bit, but
It's okay.
whatever.
Hopefully you guys aren't hearing the leaf blower across the street doing God's work. I was being sarcastic. They annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah, that just threw me. Actually, it's
Why can't people fucking rake the leaves up like I did when I was a kid and just put them
You ain't breaking no
in
leaves up
the
now.
trash bin that is meant for leaves?
Okay.
I raked fucking leaves. Who you weren't there? You don't know what I did.
When you were young,
Yes.
you
when
ain't
I
doing it
was young.
now. So now,
Give me a fucking rake and I'll rake the goddamn leaves.
technology's better, bro. You don't need the rake.
All
You
I'm
have the
saying
blower.
is, if you guys can hear the leaf blower and the lawnmower, it's not our fault, and we apologize.
Okay, last week's episode, you guys might remember, we were in a little bit of a scuffle. We had a tiff. We had a family tiff with Vita.
Tommy and my mom had a falling out the day after her birthday. The day after you served her the most elegant, most extravagant, most over the top surf and turf. You waited
No, but
on her.
yeah, the whole
hand
day,
and
dude.
foot.
The whole
you brought her
day.
flowers, cards, and then like you guys got into like a big verbal argument.
Yeah. But
next day.
yeah, and this is the first time we had seen each other
The
since
kind
then.
of shit that you only see in like Goodfellas.
Let's not get
like
crazy.
Karen when she was like, Janet, 9A, if you can hear this,
It's not-
find your own goddamn man.
Rossi.
It's Rossi, Janet Rossi. Hello, is this the superintendent?
Enough.
Sorry. So it's Thanksgiving Day. It's 3:00. We pull up to this beautiful hotel in LA and it's perfect temperature. I mean, global warming is definitely a thing. It's like 75 degrees and what, Tommy?
It was desolate.
Everyone looks so cute.
It was
wouldn't-
desolate. There was nobody
No, they
there.
closed the restaurant down for us.
There was no, I don't
It
know
was
about all
just
that
us
noise.
in the dining room
Well,
of
it
this
wasn't-
hotel,
it was-
Atrium.
It was, yeah. It was.
There was literally one person being served, and that was us, one server, and us, and a waterfall, and the open sky, blue skies, sunny.
Yeah, I was worried. I was worried because again, anytime I've gone, I've done it twice, where I've gone out on Thanksgiving
in a restaurant.
in a restaurant, and
We got to do it next
it was
year again.
packed,
Yeah.
slammed.
Yeah.
And there was nobody at this place. dude.
Nobody.
Nobody. It really
But
looked
they
like
had-
they shut the hotel down for us. Like,
Yes.
what? This is.
I
but-
didn't actually see a lot of other hotel guests coming through the
But
lobby.
I was a little upset because
about what you ate your Thanksgiving.
yeah, no,
They
not
had a good-
upset. Again, man, I was looking to really stuff my face, and
They didn't have turkey?
but it was enough. It was enough. We
What?
ate what we ate, and then when we came home, we didn't have any.
Oh, you mean you didn't have leftovers?
But
you-
even like, listen, they were offering a deal, right? Because you called and you made the reservations. It was like, yeah, we're giving a 3-course meal, blah blah blah. So when you're doing something like that, I've worked in restaurants, you know what I'm saying? They've already bought the food. The food's there, dude. And they're expecting a certain, it was definitely disappointing for them. But what are you going to do with the food? If you're telling me you're going to take all that food and you're going to go downtown, you're going to give it out to the homeless and make sure that everybody eats something, awesome. If you're giving it to a food bank, no doubt. But if you're not, we tipped, between Sammy and I, we tipped very graciously. I feel like anything we wanted, they should have been like, you want more food? You know what I mean?
Okay.
And they weren't like that.
A little backstory per usual. I'm going to tell you guys what happened. We get to this beautiful restaurant. There's a 3-course meal. The first course choice is a really delicious arugula salad with like beets and whatever. It was like a really nice dressing, or the most delicious butternut squash soup.
Yes.
The second course was Thanksgiving, which was very delicious, right? A Thanksgiving turkey. And you could have the choice of turkey or sea bass or what?
Short ribs.
Short ribs. And the finale, the dessert, was pretty much every kind of pie you could ever think of.
But choices.
Sorbet.
I don't want just one piece of pie. You know what I mean? I want like 3 fucking pieces of pie, bro.
So
it's Thanksgiving.
we got every fucking piece
No, we
of pie.
didn't. No,
Yes,
we didn't. No, we didn't.
Okay.
No, we didn't. It was just a disappointing feeling
Hold on.
to know that I was going to go home and I was going to be hungry and there wasn't going to be anything to eat Thanksgiving was.
Okay.
I wouldn't go back there. Let's put it that way. Because
No,
when I
but-
went to the Four Seasons that time,
That's a buffet.
I left that place. You
It
could
was a
take shit home. It
smorgasbord.
wasn't like you couldn't. It wasn't like you couldn't take leftovers. You know, something like in Vegas, those buffets, you can't. There's no to-go bags, bro.
No.
It's all you can eat there.
You're not supposed
Here.
to have all you can eat.
But a
with it to
buffet,
go.
the Four Seasons did. We left with a lot of shit. That's when Jamie and I went.
But
But
Four Seasons was booked, by the way. It was the first place I called.
I don't doubt it because that place was like in comparison. It's not.
We were
It's not even a
waitlisted.
fair comparison. Of
We
what,
were waitlisted. The problem is
I'll make that reservation. If we want to go
Hold
out
on.
again next year, I'll do that. But I'll make that reservation right now.
No, you won't, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
She would have fucking embarrassed us at the Four Seasons.
Oh yeah, no, but we're cool. Yeah, absolutely.
So
Oh, what
if
do you
we
mean?
would have ended
Next year,
up
she's still gonna embarrass us at the Four Seasons?
100%, she's not getting better.
Man.
What I'm telling you is,
What do
the
you mean though? Elaborate.
advantage
What does
of-
that mean? She's gonna embarrass us at the Four Seasons.
Imagine the Four Seasons, and like it's me, you, Shams, my mom, Sammy. Inevitably, the crowd is gonna freak her out, and she's gonna snap out and ruin fucking Thanksgiving.
You think?
Yeah. I was just in a restaurant with her and was at Chin Chin, and the guy goes, would you guys like any water or any drinks? And she goes, first I want the hot mustard and the chili paste. Please bring that first. I was like, you want him to just bring those sides before we even ordered ice water or sake or anything?
Listen, on a scale of
The
1
guy
to Vita,
goes-
that's not even that bad. The
No,
first
she
3
said you
times,
guys always forget to bring those.
the first 3 or 4 times we went out to eat with your mother, it didn't matter what table they gave her. No,
That's the
no,
other thing that's humiliating.
No, you know, like, and not just that. Like, she would make us walk to the table.
Around
so we'd
the
all
whole
walk
restaurant.
to the table, and then she'd be like, no. And we'd have to go, like, around the other fucking side of the restaurant. Like, what? Yeah.
And
so,
sometimes she sits down, accepts the table, and then rejects
decides
it later.
doesn't work. It does, no.
She starts looking
You know
around.
what? Second thought, I saw someone go to the bathroom. I'm trying to eat. Nope, this is not going to, whoa.
And then you're embarrassed.
Yeah, I think you might be. Listen, I hate
She
saying it
would've
about an
gotten set
adult,
off.
but she was on her best behavior.
Yes.
So we had that working for us.
She had a
I don't know
write-up.
if next year she would be on her best behavior, but that's unfortunate. So we really can't go to the Four Seasons with her?
Not with her, no. I mean, you want the Four Seasons Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Why don't you do this? Why don't we go to Four Seasons?
And sit at separate tables.
Separate tables. Yes. Or you can go to Four Seasons alone. You probably
Okay.
don't mind doing that.
I wouldn't mind doing that. I go
But I
in the
think you
morning.
enjoy seeing Vita
I'd go
pig
in the
out too
morning.
much.
No, but I mean, I could go in the morning and get home because I think that shit starts early.
Yeah, that
I
shit
think it starts
at
like
8,
9:30, 10 o'clock.
9:30, 10 o'clock.
I'll go there at the door. The door's open.
Dusk of dawn.
Get everything I need, come home, and then we could go to second Thanksgiving. But did you
What?
hear your mother laying hints the whole night? You could tell
What?
she wasn't happy either. She kept talking about the quality of Gelson's Thanksgiving and that next year she wanted to get that for all of us.
That's why you made her Thanksgiving the next day and you delivered it to her.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. That was like another peace offering. Too.
Let's pause for Kleenex.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
was really nice of you.
Yeah. So that was pretty much, Thanksgiving 2021. Hopefully next year we'll have some leftovers. All right, so now that Thanksgiving's behind us, we got the holidays coming up. I got to be honest, I'm being a little bit lazy here.
Why?
We're not really.
Never.
It's kind of, we're going to
I don't
do
know
just
about you.
We're going to do a Q&A.
That's definitely not being lazy. Let me tell you something.
It's making them do the work. They're coming up with the good talking points.
This is a conversation.
And then, it's our reaction to it. Normally, any of these episodes that we've done so far, I'll write out the outline. So it's really me being lazy. In this instance, we're just going to sit here and you answer your questions and answers. And you guys seem to like it. Yeah.
So shout out to Tommy Fight for coming up with all of our episodes to this day. And I just want to tell you that I love talking about Q&A because it really gives us a chance to talk about everything that people want to talk about.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that.
We only did this podcast for you folks out there. This is who it's for. It's not for us. It's for you. So if these are the questions that you guys have,
for us
then
too. We enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that we don't. I'm saying at the end of the day, if nobody was listening, we'd be kind of fucking stupid to be sitting in a room talking to each other with a microphone. We could just talk. But it's them out there that's listening that makes this, worthwhile. So if they have questions that need to be answered, I'll be happy to answer them. And usually they're pretty creative and entertaining.
Did you get dropped on your head when you were a kid?
All the time.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
We're doing Q&A, my favorite, because I love to learn from you when we get into these questions.
Yeah, you also think that, these are questions that if you and I were sitting in a room just hanging out, we're not going to ask or answer. But, when someone else does it, it gives you a reason to answer. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow, I didn't know you felt that way about this. Oh, wow, I didn't know you felt that way about that.
I always notice that, Tommy, when you talk to your guy friends, if I eavesdrop on you, I will learn something about you. And more importantly, about us.
That's your excuse of why I'm snooping and eavesdropping. Oh, I'm learning about us. That's why I was snooping and eavesdropping.
It's basically continuing education in your relationship. Yeah. How else are you going to learn about each other?
I don't know.
Got to have those adventures.
Pay attention when they talk. Pay attention when they speak. So we got a bunch of your questions. Obviously, we can't do all of them. The way we usually break it down, the road, our executive producer will pick a few questions she likes. I'll pick a couple of questions I like, and my wife will pick a few that she likes. This is one that actually I told the person that I'd answer it. So to start us off, it's not really a question. It's more advice from my wife. And why you would want that when she's the kookiest, craziest broad I've ever met, I don't know. But nevertheless, it's from 4 Hour Tribe. All right, MJ, I know you choose to look at the positive in everything. I myself do the same thing, but there are times when my husband can be negative about a situation and I try to be positive, but sometimes it comes off as me not acknowledging his feelings. Any advice?
Okay, my advice is I would tell my husband, hey, I feel like I'm being really positive and I'm trying to keep things on the up and up. Is there any way that I can help us seeing things better?
Let me try and speak to this for a little bit because I feel like I can. Because
you're grumpy.
Well, again, people are positive or people are negative for the most part. To change that is a difficult thing. It's an arduous process. It's not simple. It's something that I have been trying to do. Now, I'm not a negative person. I like to laugh. I like to joke around. I like to laugh at life. But when things are coming at me, I'm usually expecting that the worst is going to happen. My wife is completely opposite of that. She rides on unicorns, bro. She thinks that only great things are going to happen to her.
I do.
That it's incumbent upon the universe. It owes her from parking karma to going to the store when it's sold out for everyone else. She's not concerned. It's going to be there for her. And I'll tell you, it's opened my eyes because it works. Like from parking karma, there's always a spot for her, dude. She don't have to go driving around looking because she believes it.
On Labor Day, if we roll up to a restaurant, I'll have the one spot right in front for like free parking.
That's just a microcosm of what I'm talking about. She believes that the universe is always going to have her back because in her mind, nothing bad happens to her. It's a state of mind, dude, and I want my son to have that.
It's a
like I
mindset.
want my kid to take after his mother in that regard, to expect that the universe owes you nothing but good times.
Can I just say it doesn't owe me? I don't think that the universe owes me.
The wrong word. She
It's
doesn't
not the
expect it.
universe. I believe that I was born under a positive lucky star. I believe that every single thing is going to be okay. And I think that optimism is my best weapon in life, my best artillery, my best thing.
And I want my son to feel the same way. So to answer your question, the advice that I could give you, or to give him, because he sounds like he's like me, and that's, unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit of, a work on his part. I don't know if he's prepared to do it or to put that in, but, read a few books, man, on changing a positive mindset. I can recommend you, if it's something that you're interested in, you could DM me. I'm happy to send you a few books that I know have helped me. So it goes back to, setting those alarms to say what I'm grateful for. All that stuff is to kind of change my mindset, so I don't think that, a piano's going to land on my head. That would be my best advice to answer that.
I've been in your situation, and I just find that I have to try different approaches. Sometimes I just want to walk up to him, give him a head rub, give him a hug, give him a kiss. I know he's shaking his head. Tommy's shaking his head saying, I don't do that.
Just do any of this shit.
But if you're upset, the best thing I can do is walk up to you, give you a hug, just try to give you lock eyes with you, and just be like, I care about us. So whatever I need to do to make us happy, let me just try that. It's like really putting myself in the position of a 5-year-old, keeping it really simple, clean communication. That would be my best advice, is just to say, hey, I care about us. I want to make this good. I'm your wife. I'm your best friend. I want to know how to fix this. Just, I love you. Give him a hug, give him a smooch, and keep it simple. Okay, our next question is from BCZar1080. Is there any one thing that the two of you do each and every day? All right, what do I do every day?
Something with the kid. You do something with the kid every day.
Obviously.
I make a to-do list every day.
We make the bed every day.
I make the bed every day.
I make it sometimes.
Very rarely.
What do we do every single day? Eat.
You have friends that you check in with every day. You check in with your cousin Zeba every day.
Every night.
Every night.
But I don't know. Is that like a interesting answer? I mean,
it doesn't have to be interesting. It's honesty. Interesting answer. Oh, every day I ride a unicorn, or every day
Hey,
it is what it is, man. Every day I make a to-do list when I wake up.
BCZar 1080. You know what I do every day that I enjoy? I take a shower that is satisfying.
You do
I
have a
take
great
my
shower.
time. I use my products. I like to scrub. I like to exfoliate. I like to rinse. I like to just get wet and just enjoy the shower, not rush. I brush my teeth in the shower. I think it's a lot cleaner than in the sink.
And you have a great shower. It's really, like, you have a really good shower.
And by the way, when he says you have a great shower, it's because
It's her shower.
You can use my shower. Literally, I hope you know that you can use it anytime
it's
you
your
want.
shower. Any place that we've been together, your bathroom's your bathroom.
Anyone who has to share her bathroom with Tommy should be committed to a mental institution, because that's where you'll end up.
Yeah, well,
in a
listen,
psych
yeah,
ward.
I love
Smacking your head against the wall.
After I
Gross.
yeah,
Gross.
yeah.
Censor this. Gross.
Yeah. So
Gross.
I respect the fact she's got her own bathroom. I got my bathroom. She's not coming in mine. I promise. Chrissy_B4. Do you give each other Christmas presents?
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. This year, I thought, okay, so Tommy has this thing where I never do anything for his birthday or Christmas or Father's Day or ever.
You don't. You are one of the least thoughtful people I've ever met. You're on a few Mount Rushmores, but like on the Mount Rushmores of people that are thoughtful and inconsiderate, you are up there. Okay.
Your gift is that you are really good, extraordinarily good. For my own friends, I come to you for gift ideas.
Well, I make a
and you'll
conscious
nail it.
effort. I make a conscious effort
That's
when
your
I deal
gift.
with people. If they tell me something,
If I asked you,
I put
what
it in
should
my
I
memory
do for
bank.
anyone, literally anyone in my life, you will come up with a more thoughtful, precise, nailing it idea than anybody.
All I really need is 3 things. If you tell me 3 things about the person, or 3 things that they're into, 3 things they like, I could probably come up with a gift for them.
So for Christmas, I said to Tommy, listen, I don't want to get.
Oh no, I'm
backed
done
into
too. I let her know I'm done. Like I'm done. Anything I ever do, it's
What?
not good enough, or I'm done. No more nice gifts. So from now on, we have a gift limit, and we'll make it work. There you go. No problem.
This year, I said, Tommy, I know what kind of game you've been running on me for the last God knows how many years. This year, let's do a limit. Let's outline clearly what the expectations are.
Yeah,
so
basically, she's saying limit your expectations on what I'm gonna do. So I'm down, bro.
I suggested this year, let's put a monetary limit. I suggested $100 as the maximum and the budget for gift giving to each other. Now, do we normally stay within $100? No. But if I say 100 and then he knows we have to figure it out inside of $100 bill, a C note, that's going to solve the problem.
Absolutely.
And the problem that he thinks like, I don't know what he expects. Like, I don't know what you expect. Like we love each other every single day.
Just pay attention. Just pay attention. Like last year, she got me Nick sweatpants. I've never watched a Nick game in my life.
I never got you Nick's. Why are you?
You want me to go get
lying?
them? Do you want me to go get them?
I got you Nick's sweatpants.
Do you want me to go get them?
Oh, the black velvet ones?
Yes.
You wore those like a week ago.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I don't wear
I got them because they were black velvet and they look good on you.
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. You guys, hold on a second. Hold up. It's Christmas. Do not let this your man trap you. Okay, hold on. I get you a plethora of Mets gear, PJs. You complain about your so his favorite brand of underwear got discontinued. So then he started scouring the world. So I started to scour the world to get you your favorite. The ones that you like ended up being really expensive. So
you got me a pair of pajama pants,
the soft ones,
and I've since
that don't
got
let your
myself a
balls sweat.
bunch of pairs of underwear that weren't that expensive, considering how good they are.
All right,
we get each other.
We get each other Christmas presents,
and this year there's a budget.
And this year we're doing $100 gift giving budget to each other. And in general, I think the rule is just get the kids in your family Christmas presents and leave it at that. Like, yes, something for my mother, something for my husband, and the kids, and that's about it.
Well, yeah, now that there's a baby in the picture, he supersedes everybody. Everything, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, if it were when we were couples, then we spoiled each other more.
No.
Now that we have a child.
You didn't know. There was still.
I definitely spoiled you.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
Damn, can't catch a break.
Okay.
Okay, our next question is Our Sweet Sins asks, what is the one thing that makes you obsessed with each other?
Our Sweet Sins.
yeah.
Our Sweet Sins is no stranger to the pickle. You can tell she got a question about what are you obsessed with each other about? Our Sweet Sins. I have a feeling she likes to gallivant. I have a feeling her and
might be a
Layla
boy.
would be friends.
So I obsess over my husband's...
Certainly not her feet.
I obsess over my husband's smile.
I obsess over your skin. You got the softest skin you'll ever touch.
I love you're funny every day and your smile every day, and you give me like a very, very romantic look in your eyes when you're looking at me. There's definitely a look that I only get from you.
Yeah.
And that I love. And I
Yeah.
can see it every day. I can rob you every day because it feels so good. And I'm sure my body releases lots of serotonins and all the other good hormones.
She's got the softest skin you'll ever touch. It's
So
like
you obsess
velvet.
over my skin every day?
Yeah.
So every
Beautiful.
day you also look at me and act surprised at how pretty you think I am. That's a big one.
Yeah, you are very pretty. You are very easy on the eyes.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like you think I'm prettier than I think. You know, they say that people that don't know how attractive they are the most attractive. When they say,
Yeah.
you know, he's
Fucking-
really handsome, but he
yeah.
doesn't know it.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
hope
sure.
I am.
That's a fucking lie.
I hope
It's a
I am.
lie.
What?
That's
You
good
think
PR.
that I think-
That's good PR that attractive
I
people
really
are
don't
putting
think
out
that I
there.
think I'm that pretty.
Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't even know. I thought I looked like a leper.
I don't-
Yeah.
This
Fuck
is
out
all
of here.
so good
Fuck
for my
outta-
ego.
Oh man, I'm stunned. I'm stunned.
Well,
All these guys want to fuck me.
When you give
I'm
you a
shocked.
compliment, you always say, I'm exquisite.
I am like an Adonis.
_ Sarah Luke. Did you both have a type before dating each other? Did you fit the mold? Okay, you guys know Tommy. I have a type, and Tommy was not it.
Yeah, I have a type 2, batshit crazy, and you fit right into it.
The one thing that you do
definitely
have
fit.
that I always liked
definitely
was
fit.
a hairy chest.
Oh yeah, you have one too. So we get along.
No, and you know what's so funny? Reza actually was the one that's told me you have a hairy chest. And I was like, he does? And he goes, Maris. And I go, yes, you're right. He does have a hairy chest. So he helped me realize
Bunch
that
of taco meat.
you definitely have a really nice hairy chest, which I love.
Nice. But
all right, so what do you?
my
what's your
type was just nuts, man. I like crazy.
You don't have a
broads.
physical type?
Nah, man, I like a big caboose. You got a nice big caboose. But beyond that, no.
I mean, I think you like a face and a caboose.
Yeah.
You like everything.
Yeah.
Can you honestly say that you didn't have, like, you've had like 3 girlfriends? I think that you have a thing for brunettes. I haven't seen you with blondes. I think that you like a darker skinned girl like myself and a round body, like a nice curvy body.
Yippity _56.
Yippity _56.
In what ways has being on a reality TV show strengthened your marriage?
100% we are stronger because we had to band together to get through all the challenges of having a public relationship.
There's a reason that a lot of these marriages don't work. And I think that when you get onto that podium or you get out there, you have to still be united, dude. You know what I mean? You got to still be a team. And I think that sometimes the individual takes over when, it gets out there in, reality TV, the public forum, whatever you want to call it. But we're a team, man. There's good days and there's bad days. Some days the team don't play well. Some days the team plays great, but we're still a team. And I think that that's important to recognize. And I think knowing that is it's a principle of our marriage.
I think the reason a lot of couples listen to this pod is because we start awkward conversations between couples, because you get to casually listen to this and then it'll be a conversation starter to a lot of the things. For example, when I post something on social media and then there's comments that are like, you're such a lucky girl to have Tommy. And then someone else is like, God, I can't believe you settled for that skunk. And then I, on the receiving end, I don't care about any of the negative comments about my man. And for the positive ones, I might even be like, yeah, catch me on the wrong day. And I'll be like, yeah, you can have him. Like, the point is, you've got to be a certain kind of a strong person to have a public relationship because of all the scrutiny. And because we've had a lot of scrutiny, it's been an opportunity to reinforce our intentions toward each other.
Yeah.
And here's a question from Mrs. T. Ferrero. What is your favorite brand bra to wear? Okay, this is a thing that I definitely owe you guys. I have to do a bra overhaul because there's not just one. Every bra that I wear is for a specific purpose. And I cannot answer this question because I don't have the bra brands in front of me. And that's a really important thing, is the model numbers, because if I just threw out one brand, it's not going to lead you guys in the right direction. I promise hereby I will do a bra overhaul and I will share it on social. Is that okay for now?
No, I want to know all about your braziers now.
I mean, you sleep with them.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, do whatever you want to do. That sounds great.
I mean, I definitely need to make a bra line.
You should. You would know about what works and what doesn't work. And you've been actually talking about that for a long time.
Yeah,
so
I need to do a bra thing for sure. A bra brand. I need to create my own line of bras that's going to fix all the little problems with each and every bra. So all the bra brands that are out there listening, let's collab.
At FA_N_Y_C. Sofa NYC. It's directed to you, babe. Would you ever move to Queens with Tommy?
Hey, you know what? All the people in Queens, I love so much. I absolutely would. I have a real estate career out here, so definitely moving to Queens would mean that we would have to set up brand new and start over in a lot of ways. So even though that comes with a lot of challenges, I know one thing for sure is the people are definitely a huge incentive.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I'd want to. Just I hate the weather there, man. There's a reason I left. There's something about, you know, your day just being ruined before it's even began, before you even get to work, and you had to come through snow, and you stepped in a puddle, and you're wearing dress clothes, and it's just, you know, it's blue skies and sunshine here all the time. So my son's born here, so I love LA. But that's one of the reasons that I would be somewhat skeptical, because I want my son to have that New York, you know, that third eye, man. There's a way that when you grow up in New York that you go through life that is different from everywhere else. You know, you see the world different. You have a certain street smarts that's just inherent. It's just built into you. And I would like him to have that. I'd also like him to be around the people, you know, that I grew up with and their kids and whatnot. So we try to get back as much as we can. I don't necessarily know about moving there. You know, I do think that there's a better life out here in a lot of ways than what I grew up with. So I don't know. But I do know that if we ever decided, or if, you know, if it ever came to that point, I know you would go. If there was a reason, if it was just me saying, you know, I need to go back there, I can't do this anymore, whatever it is, I know that you wouldn't be the one to be like, no, that's not happening. I know you would be open to it.
If we're talking about the East Coast life, we're both from the East Coast. A lot of people forget that I graduated from Beverly High, but I wasn't born and raised in Beverly Hills. Who we are is because of where we grew up. I would consider it an opportunity if we could live in New York. We've talked about this a lot. If we don't actually move to New York, we still need to spend a lot of time there in the summers so that Shams has the experience of all of his cousins and family and, you know, DC, Maryland, Virginia, and Queens and New York.
Yeah.
Gotta happen.
I mean, listen, that's something that's very important to me. You know, I tell people all the time, I am the man that I am today because of the boys that I grew up with. So it's real important that they...
And we want that for Shams.
You know, it's important that he, you know, that they know him, that he's part of their life, you know, so I try to get back there as much as I can.
My parents used to send me to California when I was little and stay with my cousins for a month. If you wanted to send Shams to our relatives back east, there are certain ones that I would worry and then certain ones that I wouldn't worry. And is it fair to say like Craig Leschak would terrify me, because like he wanted to put him on the slide that led into his chair.
Craig
like I don't know if I would be super comfortable.
Craig would like drive him into downtown, like the worst day.
Would take him to like God knows
like, all right, here's the street map. This is how you get home. I'll see you late.
Yeah, that's what he would do, right? Oh my God.
No.
Yeah.
But no, I want some of that too, man. Like I said, I want some of that. Yo, I grew up in Queens during the 80s and the early 90s, the height of the crack epidemic. New York was no joke, bro. My last name is Fight. I got into a fight every day.
Oh, yeah.
And there's you know, there's a certain amount of, you know, I want that for my kid. Maybe not every day, but, you know.
All right, so are you saying that if 10 years, if Shams says, hey, Dad, let me stay with Craig for a month, you would just let it happen?
100%. 100%. 100%.
That's why you just jumped
100%.
up. No
100%.
way you would be okay with that. You
100%.
would be so scared.
Never. Never. Craigie be in real good hands. He go there a boy and he come back a man.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Always flowing. Does Tommy mind that MJ is friends with some folks on Shaw's that he doesn't like?
Listen, I'm a grown up. You know what I mean? I'm an adult and she's got plenty of people that I don't like. I'm sure I got some people that she don't like. It is what it is. You know, I'm not her boss. She's a grown-ass woman. She can hang out and be friends with whoever she wants to be. I don't care. It just doesn't mean that I have to be. And vice versa. You know, if there's people that I have in my life that she's not that fond of, you don't have to be around them. But other than that, you know, she could be friends with whoever she wants to be. It's not my choice. It's hers.
I think that you do your best to be supportive of me living my life and being who I am. And like you do that with letting me travel. And yeah, I did just use the word let me. I have your blessing to do things in life that are part of who I was. Yeah, but you should take that
word back because it's not let. It's really...
You are supportive of me to do the things that made me who I was before you came along. And even if you have to consciously move your emotions out of the way, you find a way to get out of the way and let me do what I need to do. Now, if it comes to extreme things in a marriage, if one of us has a strong opinion about something, then it's important to stand up. And we do this in business and in friendship. Like if one of us feels strongly about something, I think the other one rises up to be supportive.
I'm a real easygoing guy. So if there is something that I'm adamant about, it's like, I'm going to respect that.
You have
because
your
for the
reasons,
most part,
and I should respect
for
them.
the most part, he's real easygoing, so I'm going to, and vice versa. Again, for the most part, you don't care, but if this is something that you care about, it's like, all right, cool. I'm not going to do that. It's a matter of respect for each other. All right, babe, you could actually discount the other questions from the show notes. This last question I didn't put in there because if you saw it, you would think that like I was making it up.
Okay, can I have a beer for this?
No, it's just...
Nard, can I have that beer? I really want to down a beer. I'm hungry. Come on.
All right, Frank the
have a beer.
Tank. Relax.
Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
Here it goes.
This is from Liz Champagne. It's a little long, but nevertheless, I have to read it because like it's almost like you are saying the words. How do you communicate with your partner you want more quality time together?
Oh my God.
When I bring it up and we never spent time together, he responds, "We bought a house together. We're always together. We legit hang out every day.
So
when we
annoying.
do go out, it's either with friends or he is on his phone the whole time. At home, I feel as though we will be watching a movie and I look over and he's always on Facebook, Marketplace.
Asshole.
It drives me nuts.
Divorce him.
When I say something, he says, "You were on your phone too.
That's you, Tommy.
Now that you are off doesn't mean I need to jump off mine."
That's you, Tommy.
We never just go out, the two of us, and just talk. Am I crazy for wanting this
No,
more
you're
quality
not,
time
bitch.
with no
You are
phones? Or does he have a point
not.
where we are together every day? Am I just being crazy? Sorry, that was a long question. I read a little
this
hooked on
woman-
phonics-ish, but you get the point. We've had this argument, 30 times.
What you're saying right now is that Champagne, what's her name?
Liz Champagne.
Shout out to Liz Champagne because you, my friend.
You are crazy. I agree with your husband. Go get your husband.
Shh.
Get your husband. Tell him, yes, she's fucking nuts. She's
Tommy.
nuts too. Yeah.
No. First of all, Liz Champagne, we want to thank you for single-handedly having my back like nobody else ever has, because right in this moment, I am letting you know that I gave up in this very department. Your question is how I have felt every fucking Saturday of my entire marriage to this man. You always
And I feel like he feels. And I feel like he feels.
beat me down, just like Liz Champagne feels beat down by her husband for absolutely
You
no
poor
reason.
girls. You poor girls.
You guys suck.
Yeah.
For all the women out there that bust their asses to make a home and to make a relationship and to do cute things and to just try, and then your husband or your boyfriend or your partner is just like buried on social or like
do the
video
same thing.
games
And do you people-
or video games or like
You
doing
girls stare at
fantasy
your
football
phone.
drafts, whatever it is. You just need to fucking stop, grab your girl by the back of the head and grab her and snug and give her a big fucking wet kiss and say, "I fucking love you. I am sorry I don't show it enough."
Yeah, you literally don't take your head up out of your phone until you put it down to say, "How come you're in your phone?" That's like, what?
Tit
What?
for tat.
What?
You and I are the king
What?
and queen of tit
What?
for tat.
No, it's not. It's
No,
not
you
tit
and
for
I are the
tat.
grand
No, it's just
champion.
you're mental.
Olympic athletes of
Yeah.
of tit for tat.
Yeah.
Now,
you'll be looking at your phone, telling me why I'm on my phone.
I have a question for
what?
I have a question for Liz Champagne. Does this same shit apply when you're in the car? Because it does for me. You were always on your phone in your car too, and I don't like it. But when I go on my phone, it is to offset how much anger I will have toward you. So I'll be like, oh, okay, well then if he's going to be on his phone, let me
There you
just
go.
also be on my phone.
That's a Persian
so that I don't have
apology.
to start a fight. I'll
That's
just
a
be on my
Persian
phone.
apology.
I'll distract myself
Yeah.
and exit out of this relationship just like he is.
That's a Persian apology. I'm sorry you made me do it.
yeah, 100%.
That's how that works.
For anyone who's like, lives with their significant other, and you say to them, especially over the last 2 years, pandemic, whatever, like, hey, I would just like for us to like, should we have like a date night or like have some quality time? And then your Tommy says to you, we're fucking always together constantly.
Always.
What do you mean?
Always.
We're always together.
Always.
And then he makes you feel so minimized and like totally just like fucking chopped liver.
Sorry.
That's who we need a support group for, not you guys.
Yeah.
That we have to walk that shit off every day, and we have to find ways to stay happy and confident.
Yes.
All right.
Tragic. It's tragic.
Well, anyway, if you guys heard your question read, send a DM to the Till the Dirt podcast on Instagram. We will send you guys some of our merch
Speaking
for
of this,
free.
if you could, I'm the one that sends out these shirts, so something to make me and my life a little bit easier. Yes, like she said, shoot me a DM. Let me know that your question was read, what question it was, but also include your email if you could, because I'm creating a spreadsheet, and it will make my life that much easier to keep things organized. An email address is easier for me to remember sometimes than like, your Instagram name.
Give us your first and last name and all the other private stuff like your email,
Social security number,
your
mother's maiden
turn-offs.
name, name your first pet, your favorite sports team, all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys, I hope you had as much fun as we did. And I just want to mention that I will be speaking at the Ultimate Women's Expo downtown LA at the Convention Center. I hope to see you guys there. Big announcement, guys. Our website, tillthedirt.com, is live. It's up. It's open. We finally did it. Please go to the website, sign up, give us your email. And
Well, anybody that signed up previously, you'll get a discount code email for any of the merch. There's a couple of T-shirts up there if you guys want to get your significant other one for the holidays.
I want to actually acknowledge you and shout you out because you've been spearheaded this whole thing. Like, there's so much stuff you guys probably don't know that Tommy does at home. Like, he is working tirelessly for hours upon weeks upon months.
Get crazy.
Not only on the Fight Club, but also on getting our pod like up and just everywhere that we are. Not to take away from me and Narod, but like, you put in a lot of hours.
It's a team effort, but I appreciate that, babe. I do. Thank you.
But I don't tell you often enough. I do. I appreciate all this hard work. I know. I sure shit don't want to do it.
I also got up the for months. People were telling me to do an Amazon wish list for Fight Club. Speaking of Fight Club. For the books. So last night I stayed up. I created one of those. Check the description of this episode. It'll be in that. And I'll post it on social as well. Anybody that wants to donate books, man, I really do appreciate it. Especially, it's the holidays. Some of these kids ain't got a lot. If they can get a book, that's awesome. And, I appreciate it. And I can't do it without you. So it makes me feel good. So really, I appreciate anybody that donates.
It's funny when we go through the book list and you're like, can I send this person a Gruffalo? And I'm like, nope, you already sent Gruffalo. And you're like, can I send Harry Potter? Nope. Can I send The Giving Tree? Nope. Can I send Dr. Seuss? And you're like, nope. So you have like too many duplicates, and now you can do the ones that you don't have.
A lot of people like the same books. You know what I mean? So when they donate books that they love, it's a lot of the books that the person that also donated loved. And it's like, I don't want to give a kid the same book more than once. I also don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth and be like, yo, man, I already got this book. You know what I mean? So it is, but this way, it actually will give me the ability to where I could kind of pick the books that I know they haven't gotten, which will make my life a lot easier.
All right, guys. Thank you, Dirties, for tuning in to another episode of Till the Dirt, and we will see you next week. Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of Till the Dirt with Tommy and MJ. We're so happy you're coming on this journey with us. It would mean so much to us if you would rate our show, give us 5 stars, leave a nice comment, and subscribe so that you can stay up to date with all our new episodes. You could also follow us on all platforms at Till the Dirt with Tommy and MJ. See you next week.